All right, we're back for week 12, tiering your favorite wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, and quarterbacks ahead of this fantasy football slate. Join this stream or this video to check out who you might be starting and sitting and what matchups you can exploit this weekend.
Oh, perfect. All right, let's get into it. So I just knock out the guys of inconsequence real quick.
I think Amon-Ra's comfortably in that region this weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts on Debo? You obviously liked him in the
I like
video.
him. I think he's top 10. Chase is probably top 3, not 1. Well, he can't be 1 because of the defensive coverage.
He's got to be up here somewhere, though.
Yeah, he's up there, yeah. But outside of him,
I believe we can see who the number 1 projection guy is this weekend.
So I'm looking through.
It is.
Let's scroll this down a little more.
Justin Jefferson.
I'm fine putting Justin.
Wait, does Chase have a bye?
He might. No, he plays on Monday. Wait, no, that's
no,
right.
They don't.
Monday.
I think they have a bye.
I think they have a bye too. Yep, of course they do. Classic.
So we'll get Jettas up there.
All right, so Jay Jettas can go up there. AJ Brown can go up there. Nico can realistically be up there. Bottom left. Then after that, it's more interesting.
I still probably like Neighbors this week. It's just kind of scary.
I think it's going to be a big Tyrone Tracy game, but I think it's fine putting him there off of volume. Do we have the? We do have the Rams, so let's put Kupp and Puka up there.
I think Puka's still lacking, so he can be Jordan Whittington.
Jordan Whittington, that's fine. What about
this? Is him, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get. I think Marv maybe high scoring game.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same.
Here outside of him.
Do we like Mike Evans? His projection is really high.
I'm fine as long as he's like. The thing is, like, is he full go is kind of my question. And if he is, then it's like he should smash. But if he's not, then it's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a situation you need to monitor, but I'm pretty comfortable starting him. Are we as high? I feel like Kupp or someone could easily be ahead of Nico. But
I agree. I think Kupp could be really good this week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or Puka even. Pick your guy, but I would be more confident in one of them maybe.
Higher scoring game environment, more likely to not be a blowout. D-Hop I'd throw up there. Actually, I think you can put Ladd up there.
I think D-Hop's probably a flex this week.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how many guys we end up throwing in here, but in my eyes, he projects as a flex. But
what about Tyreek versus the Pats?
I think he's probably here.
He's there at the. I think that's a fair point for him.
I think he's top of here.
Is there any Jets this week, or are they on a bye?
I mean, you could switch Marv and him maybe.
Yeah,
but he's around there. I think everybody from this game is like DK should be right with them.
That's fine. I agree. Mm-hmm. It's just a higher scoring pace.
Where is DK
middle,
on here?
Bottom.
Oh yeah. Earring boy.
I think Jennings can technically be thrown up there along with QJ. I don't like them, but like they continue to produce.
I refuse to put QJ higher than flex, but I think he is a surefire flex.
That corner for the Ravens, I think, is graded as the worst in the league that he should be going up against the most. It's like a specifically tailored thing for him, I will say. But watch that. I've said that. I've now cursed him. Classic. Yeah, Pickens. He should be if there's no bad weather.
J-Mo and Downs in that game.
J-Mo and Downs. I'm fine putting Downs at a higher level. And see J-Mo, a little bit more caution with him.
I mean, I would say they're both probably good flexes.
Yeah.
Like I like everyone in this category more than Downs. Probably.
You're just going to be getting so many more points with them consistently. Let's see here. Reed should definitely be up there.
Where's J-Mo? Do you see him?
Bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I throw Reed
D-Hop
up next to
going
them as
there.
well.
Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Scary Terry?
Jets are on bye, right?
Yeah. Jets run by
Scary Terry?
Scary Terry.
I just feel like this is going to be so ground heavy that,
Yeah.
I mean, he could go back end of this maybe or top end flex, but it's hard to get him too much higher. The Falcons are on bye, I believe. So no Drake London active.
Cowboys, you got to throw
the Panthers play, right? So we can throw
Leggett
in probably here.
Yeah. CD goes in flex territory right now, if not higher tier than that. But
what about Zay Flowers
here?
Zay Flowers, yeah, he's definitely there as well.
We could get him up here. I don't know how many more names we're really going to be.
Tank.
So, any of the Bears? Are the Bears?
Rome. I mean, I like
the Vikings today.
I like the week for Rome. Like technically, they're going up against a bad pass defense.
Yeah, check them here. You really have to do all your damage against that team through the air. So
yeah. I think Worthy could be interesting, but he's not really starting in
probably in a good spot.
Sutton's fine. Yeah, the QB play's been consistent enough.
What about Jacoby Myers? I guess he's going to get Patrick Surtain treatment this week.
I don't know if he will, though, honestly.
I don't know if any of them would. Like, there's not really a guy that's worth shadowing, so we might just play on one side.
So would Bowers potentially get shadowed? Like,
not by him.
Yeah,
he's too big.
Interesting.
But I think he's a good flex play.
Where do you guys want to put Ridley this week?
Who they play?
Right, flex level.
All right.
Texans. Flex. Any of these other Colts that you're high on?
I like I'd throw them both in the kind of best ball tier realistically. Alec Pierce is just
Alec Pierce, yeah.
We have Downs one tier up, which feels like the move at this stage.
What about Xavier Worthy, Devontae Smith?
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy, I mean, if he could easily get a big play. Yeah.
But it's not like confidence. Devontae goes up.
Worthy flex play, probably.
Let's see here. DJ Moore probably goes in the flex tier as well. Him and Rome.
Here. G-Chuck.
Yeah. I'd put, where's Rome with him?
Rome's in flex already.
I was already up there.
Here.
Waddle, I think, is fine to throw in. I just have such a hard time believing that he's completely, like, irrelevant now.
Slick Rick.
Play. Slick Rick's fine.
I feel like that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, Deontay Johnson, like, just dead.
Yeah. That was literally just the strangest thing to me still. It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to trade him to the Ravens, and he's not going to do anything there.
Yeah, he's not even going to play.
It's like, damn.
I mean, it might be a complex offense or something. Maybe it just takes a couple weeks to get into the swing of things, but it just
sounded like it was literally a depth piece for them. Like, I was like, oh, sick. Love that. But yeah, I think we're cool with this.
Yeah, it seemed like he was better than that.
The NFL does not like Deontay Johnson, I guess.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So we have.
Does Joe Mixon
them taking on the Niners? We have Josh Jacobs taking on the Niners. C-Mac's going to go straight to the top.
He just hasn't been looking like it. I'd put Joe Mixon over him based off of their setup.
Over McCaffrey?
I think McCaffrey will likely end up as the RB1 this week, but with what we're pretty much guaranteed to see with Mixon, like, I do feel more confident.
Yeah, the Titans' run D is just good.
I don't know. We'll see. They're similar tiers. One just didn't look explosive at all.
Yeah.
But then again, Mixon did go for, 25 touches and 4 yards not too long ago.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Can't do Brees this week. Can
Henry's
do Saquon, though. Saquon, Kamara.
Kyron.
Yeah.
Kyron.
I don't really like Kyron that much this week.
Kyron, it's just they throw the ball a lot now, so it's like, well, maybe he's not.
And they're starting to get some of those, like the Corum starting to get some of those touches on drives.
What about Achani?
Achane, yeah, he's definitely up there. I put him and B-Rob in that same tier, and Chase Brown.
Chase Brown's on bye.
Oh, of course.
But everyone else can go in that. Bijan's on bye as well.
JT, Ramondre.
I would say Ramondre is kind of interesting. I'd throw
Get
Kamara
B-Rob in there. Get A-Chain at the front of that.
Achane, Kamara as well.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs probably goes in there. I think the Saints on bye as well. So we have
Gibbs
no
and Montgomery have a great game.
Dude, why is everybody on a bye this week?
Yeah, it feels like the most common bye week. We'll chuck Gibbs in here and Mont there.
Yeah.
And then Jacobs maybe. Yeah. Who else were you just mentioning?
Is Kenneth Walker playing? I think he goes pretty high up.
Yeah, they play
ridiculous usage.
Cardinals.
Yeah. I'd put him up there. Great usage.
Najee should have a pretty good game tonight.
Expect Giants running back to play a more meaningful role in the passing game versus Bucks in addition to his rushing exploits.
That doesn't really surprise me.
That's nice.
I'd throw Tyrone Tracy. That pretty much solidifies him as top 10 probably for the rest of the season.
What about Najee tonight against the Browns?
I like Najee a lot, but I can understand if he's not like a top 10.
I kind of like Warren tonight. There's not really good reason for that.
I like both, yeah.
I mean, Warren, if it becomes a blowout or like Warren breaks one off, he definitely could get there.
Kyron can still go here.
Kyron's there.
Kareem would if they both play, he's probably a flex. But if they don't, then he's like. I just don't see
a world where Pacheco's taking even that many meaningful snaps away from Kareem Hunt here.
Yeah, but there's literally nobody taking snaps away right now. So if there's somebody that even takes 8 carries or something, that eats into it a little bit. But I would say if Pacheco plays,
I think Pacheco gets like 3 touches at most if he does play. Like I don't
think. All right, we'll chuck him in here then to be safe, I guess. But I think if he's literally if Pacheco doesn't play
Pacheco's going to get the Carson Steele role is what he's going to get.
It's also the best matchup Kareem's had all season.
Yeah.
Like Kareem.
I think being in this tier with these dudes is fair.
That's fine. Yeah, I agree.
Kenneth Walker should be up there as well. His role is ridiculous. Ramondre, you can make the same case for.
Ken. I think Ken's up here.
That's fine. Let's
Mondre.
He's just ridiculous
there.
I don't trust DeAndre Swift solely because they are game script sensitive to the max.
So the Vikings run is really good too, so I'm chucking him there for now. Aaron Jones.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
It's probably here somewhere.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty favorable matchup for James Conner.
Yeah, I like James Conner this weekend as well. Anyone else that's really sticking out?
JK.
I think Jerome could actually be
Dobbins is a good shout.
Dobbins is fine.
Jerome Ford, you said?
He's like the embodiment of a flex. Like you might play him if you need someone. Just because no one else will.
Chuba. I mean, it's a tough matchup, but
I think Brooks will start getting some touches this week.
Rico.
Same thing there. Rico, he's a flex.
They do play, yeah.
Like he gets a lot.
I mean, they cooked the who did they play last week? The Eagles put up a ton of yards against the Commanders, so it feels like a spot where the ground game could be somewhat effective, given that your quarterback sucks.
Yeah, I like that realistically. Rico should be fine. I wouldn't touch him.
I like Gus Edwards, but he's best ball. But I mean, he could have a big week. This is Bucky, yeah.
This should be a better spot for Bucky. I would think at least.
High end there, or low end here, probably more likely.
What about
the Giants just don't want to run?
He's probably flex territory.
Yeah, he's more of their bad game scripts is where he gets his best usage.
What do you think about the Pollard situation?
Flex at best. Like
Taylor's
JT's up there, yeah. He's more efficient with Richardson.
Do we put Javante up there yet?
I would not. I mean, you just can't trust any of that
You don't think
backfield
like a
enough
flex even?
Oh, flex. Yeah, I'm saying like I don't think he'd be in this
I'm
situation.
fine throwing him in the flex, but I would not say top 20. It's just that it's
Is
just
he
so
on here?
wild to real.
I don't
He might not be.
even see him.
We'll throw in
Do we have-
Samaje
Do we have
Perine.
no Broncos?
Yeah.
He's got a Broncos
We have
jersey on.
Samaje, yeah.
Not
But I
even
guess
a
we have
Bronco.
no
He's a
current
Chief.
Broncos on this thing.
You-
We've gone 10 weeks without noticing that we're missing every Broncos.
I mean, the thing is, like, we just haven't needed to rank them though.
Yeah.
No, fair.
They've been that
What do you
inconsequential.
think about Pollard?
I don't mind him. It's just like you're going to be in a terrible game script more than likely.
And
You
the
know what I
run
mean?
D's been good. Maybe he's more of
Yeah.
a flex.
What about the Eck? They've been using him more recently. Good game script.
Yeah, he can be a flex. He's a
Yeah.
solid PPR
That's fine.
guy for sure. This feels like a big B-Rob game, but he should still get passing work.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, this seems about right. Like, yeah. Interesting how it tears off each week. Did we already put Jalen Warren in somewhere or no? Because I'm fine throwing him in the flex if you want to. Because like I can
Yeah, I'm
totally
down.
see the game environment where he like is relevant.
Yeah,
I
I like
think
it.
that looks good.
All right, some QBs. Oh,
Oh God.
They say hell no.
did we just get booted
Yeah.
from Tier Maker?
Dude, we're
The
too
maker
good.
may have just
We're
got
good at tiers,
taken
bro.
down.
Oh,
Oh.
wait, this is bizarre.
You've used up your tier limit.
They said no more tier.
They can't handle this request.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, no.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
back.
Yeah, let's go.
$1 Million Marco has a parlay, I think, that needs the Browns, as this sounds like.
Well,
La
good luck with
Marvelous.
that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Lamar can always go to one. That's fine. Hurts is up there.
Jaden Daniels, really good matchup. He's probably around that tier.
I just think it's like you said, a big Brian Robinson, and like since he's gotten a bit injured, he'll probably be fine
True.
now. But
We can
like,
check him in the next tier.
yeah, no, I think here's fine. But yeah,
What
it's
about
something-
The other, I like Kyler in tier 1.
Mhm.
I think that's a fair place to put him. He honestly, like, what are his stats? Like, could he generally be put in the MVP conversation? Like, I'm
His
just not
stats are
sold.
good. He's I know he's QB9 in fantasy right now, but
Yeah.
his numbers are really good. He's only thrown 3 interceptions on the season to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to 3 ratio, ton of yards. His ground game has looked good too. He has another 4 or 5 touchdowns there, so it's been a really good season. I like Kyler.
I feel like
Good for him.
Gino, in that same vein, Gino's probably going to be slinging this week against them.
Yeah, I think he's probably in this one.
Yeah,
or two, maybe.
Yeah.
What about Patty Mahomes? I feel like it doesn't call for a ton of passing against the Panthers, but
I kind of agree.
Yeah, it's just not something
the
you're
game script
excited
doesn't feel
about.
great, but he's probably
He's in that next
QB9.
tier. Yeah.
Brock has a really good matchup in theory.
Brock, Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Baker.
we haven't coped to this, but realistically, Bo Nix needs to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
What do you
that
think
man
about
has
Herbo?
consistently cooking.
Goff as well. I mean,
Herbo in here.
against the Colts.
Yeah. Let's see. I
I
throw
mean, the
Herbo up
Ravens
there.
have just played chaotic primetime games all season. This
My
feels like
concern
Herbert.
with the Baker thing is like I wouldn't be surprised if it is just a massive like Rashad White game. Like this is an organization they're going.
Yeah, but the Giants D line is really good, and their corners are horrendous. So
Sexy Dexy going crazy.
I mean, if it's a Rashad White game, it's going to be a lot of dump offs, which are points
That's
for
fair.
Baker.
All right. I just look at like Joe Burrow and stuff, and I'm just like, I know those guys still should go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Burrow's not playing. I'm an idiot. All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, we have no Burrow. We have no Josh Allen. We have no. Maybe
Drake May and
no Kirk.
Richardson, I think, go up higher on this list this week. Richardson had 10 design rush attempts this past week, which is the most out of any quarterback all season. Let's see.
We can tier one guy up if you have a lean.
I'd be bold with the Richardson just because, like, what if, like, he just got his confidence? Like, that's really all it took was, like, him just being like, oh, shit, like, I got to lock in.
Do you think Drake
I agree.
before Gino?
Stafford needs to be up there.
Tua could probably go behind them, but.
It would be between like a Tua or
I'm fine putting
Russell
Pat
Wilson
in Superflex.
Or Gino.
I think we dropped Mahomes to Superflex realistically.
Wow.
I think Mahomes belongs with these guys because there's kind of a drop off. I mean, if you're just looking at the projections online, there's a drop off. Tua's at 17, and then you get all the way down to Russ at 15.5, and then that's when you're in the same tier as Love, May, Richardson, Winston, Stroud.
Yeah.
I would say
Jameis is not exciting this week, unfortunately.
Russ is probably here. Stroud's probably here.
There, yeah.
Gardner, see ya.
See you, buddy.
No Jets this week. No Saints this week.
Bro, why do we have
is Gino
a safety on this list?
Yeah, we should actually put that for the graphic.
Yeah, safety.
That's probably one of the wild like things I've ever seen. You got dropped scout team safety.
Yeah, so nuts, dude.
Gosh. Will Levis, best ball at best. I just don't see it this weekend. But for all I know, he goes crazy.
He's kind of nice. Jordan.
He's got you feeling nicey. Bryce Young.
The Bears play, right? Yeah, best ball. Don't like that matchup. Actually, they're the way to beat them is through the air, so we'll trust them a little bit. All these guys are on bye or are criminals, so we'll leave that there.
Or Skylar Thompson.
True. Shout out Skylar.
All right.
And everybody's favorite, most electric segment, tight end.
Tight end tier list, baby. It's been getting more and more electric as the season progresses.
It actually is, to be fair.
They've all gotten better.
We'll just get the boy up there. I think Travis is probably up there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Say McBride.
Kittle without injury, like it depends if you think he's pretty close to full go. He said he's playing, but if he's at all hampered by injury, he's probably further down, but fully healthy, he's been as good as anyone. I like McBride. We'll trust McBride to get it done in there.
I think Disley's gotten the nod at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think he's actually going away.
He looks good.
This is Hayden Hurst, but you are Will Disley.
You're Will Disley to us. Cade can go up there. Taysom, realistically, because the upside each week is now just ridiculous. That's been proven.
Low-key.
I mean, people don't want to have that conversation. Let's see. Outside of him, though,
Jake Ferguson got hurt, right?
Yeah. Schoonmaker is actually like a very fun option for value because he does get targeted like at a very high rate.
Mm-hmm. How's Miami against tight ends, Jackson?
They're not the best. I feel like Hunter could have like a pretty at least average week. Yeah.
I'd put both of those together. I think they're both good options at this point. Like they're scheming more stuff for Jonnu than Waddle.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly insane. But
I like the guard.
John Jonnu's man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's good.
He's been cooking.
They picked him up for a reason. What about Mandrews?
He and Likely, I think, go right next to each other because I think they're just going to go back and forth between like what one plays better between the two.
Laporta, I mean, he's probably like there. I mean, would you start Jonnu Smith over Laporta if you had both of them?
I'd probably take a chance on Laporta still, just because I know it's like guaranteed more points in that game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can chuck him in Njoku.
Njoku,
I kind of like
he's fine tonight. It's just you're basically saying you're basically taking a chance on volume.
Yeah.
Everybody else, best ball, Shadow Realm. He's playing irrelevant, playing the boy Theo. Chuck him at the top of this tier.
Yeah.
Put some respect on him.
Noah Font can also be AJ Barner up there.
Yeah. Everybody else is on. Oh, Freiermuth. What do you think about him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, what has he even been looking like recently?
I don't know.
like
I
Freiermuth
haven't
at all
heard that
today.
name in a minute.
Yeah,
So
same.
for what it's worth, I know we have like no one that follows us, but like I've been
2
getting
catches,
really into
14 yards.
fancy points data because I just think that they're the best at putting numbers to like what we're looking at.
Mhm.
And basically, like I found this guy that does what I would do if I had a subscription to the data process called FF Datarama. And he literally just shows you the numbers. So like the guys that suck for tonight are Pat Freiermuth. Like it looked schematically terrible for him.
Who do they like tonight?
George Pickens, shocker. Jerry Jeudy, which I thought was interesting, and Cedric Tillman.
Okay.
Which I was like, okay, that seems like 3 strong plays that make sense to me. And then of course like Najee Harris looks strong as well.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm looking at there. I'd advise caution with Patty Fry. And then fun to always take the data. Can we put Fergan for Schoonmaker just as a placeholder? I'd like to make him the value play of the week, if you will.
Where would you like him?
That's Schultz, but I'd put him behind likely.
He almost looks more like him. So
I know.
And he's still wearing the Cowboys jersey, so we'll get him.
I would say still working. Perfect. Yeah. Just because it's like, I think that'll be the value guide that everybody goes to this week. And I remember he played, what was it, like 20 snaps, and he got like 6 targets for 6 receptions. It was ridiculous. So I will take that. But yeah.
That's about all we got.
That wasn't the first time he's done that this season, right? Without Ferg.
Yeah, like he low-key just kind of goes out there and does stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this team is clearly in tank mode. They got Ryan Flournoy and Jonathan Mingo out there with Jalen Tolbert as their receiving core for the majority of that last game.
Yeah.
So,
That's
definitely
elite.
Fun times in Dallas.
All right. But that's all we got for you today. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Until next time, make sure to subscribe, invest accordingly, spark accordingly, and yeah, talk to you all later.
Peace and love.